All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Al Shabu Harakakwadash. Number one, us the apostles of Great Millstone, the salutations to the elect, which you ought to be. Mr. Brother Hawaii, got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens. The spirit of witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God of Yahweh. And the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, who is the Christos of Yeshua. Quick lesson. Any of the preachers come out, you already know it's Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. And I'm going to Leviticus 18 and 21. It says, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed, meaning your offspring, pass through the fire to Molech. It says, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power, Yahweh. I am Yahweh. You see, right? So passing your seed onto the fire of Molech and stuff don't have to necessarily be a actual sacrifice where you know you you got them on it's like you got them on something that's supposed to be considered as a ritual and stuff, and you just tossing your babies out there into the fire and whatnot and stuff. Tossing your babies in the spiritual sense onto the fire and stuff is the fact that you got them walking in the wrong way. Now you're gonna have certain individuals stuff that's like, I didn't know this, what I'm saying, and you tell them and stuff when it come down to the law, statutes, commandments and stuff, how they supposed to be, how they supposed to walk, how they walk in the spirit and stuff. You're gonna have stubborn parents, you're gonna have those who are not stubborn, or they're gonna be stubborn for a while, then they listen. What I'm saying, that's the ones you want to be if you do happen to be stubborn already. And what's going to happen is that they're going to try to teach, their children how to live correctly and whatnot and stuff when it comes down to the Bible. Now, if the children don't want to change, to hell with them. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, you can try to, because shoot, your children can fuck around and become your enemies and stuff because you want to follow the ways of the Lord and they want to follow the ways of this world. You see, but when it come down to it and stuff, you know, killing if your children are living a corrupt lifestyle or death style, I want a style onto death. You know what I'm saying? But for layman's terms, if they want to live a lifestyle that pertains onto death and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, with them moving that way, they're gonna die physically, even if they sit up here and live all the way until the Lord returns. You see. So this is because all they doing is what? Building up the iniquities. So I want to grab this. This is Ezekiel 18:1. It says, the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai came unto me again, saying, it says, what mean ye that ye use this proverb concerning the land of Israel, saying, the fathers have eaten sour grapes, and the children's teeth are set on edge. It says, it says, as I live, say the Lord power, ye shall not have occasion any more to use this proverb in Israel. It said, behold, all souls are mine, as the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. So that's talking about individualism. You know what I'm saying, right? So when it comes down to it, if you living correctly and stuff, but your child and stuff is living incorrectly, you'll probably get saved, but your child will die. Right? Verse 5, it says, and it's going to go into a listing to show you, right? It says, but if a man be just and do that which is lawful and right, it says, and have not eaten upon the mountains, neither have lifted up his eyes to the idols of his house, of the house of Israel, neither have defiled his neighbor's wife, neither have come near to a menstruous woman. Now, neighbor's wife, you don't have to be an Israelite. We understand that the heathens and stuff are not underneath the law, statutes, commandments and stuff. We get that. We know that it's not given onto them. You know what I'm saying? Now they can live in them if they want to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord will bless a heathen and stuff that follow after righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Look at Ruth. Ruth was a Moabitess. You know what I'm saying? She was a so-called Chinese woman and whatnot and stuff, which is the grandfather of King David. I mean, grandmother of King David. And the thing is that the Lord made sure she was good. You know, look at Hagar. You know what I'm saying? You know, the mother of the Ishmaelites. And the thing is that the she cried out to the Lord and stuff, and the Lord blessed her. You see, right? But anyways, you know, you just because you're an Israelite and stuff, you can't be like, well, you know, because if you commit the adultery and stuff, stupid, then guess what's gonna happen? You just committed adultery. You know, you committed the action, you committed the sin. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you got some Israelites out there and stuff that be like, well, they not underneath the law and whatnot, but you are. So if you commit something and stuff that's against the law and stuff, then nigga, you get blamed. Right? And it says, neither have come near to a menstruous woman, meaning a woman that's on her period, meaning to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? You know, verse 7, it says, and have not oppressed any, but have restored to the debtor his pledge, have spoiled none by violence. It says, have given his bread to the hungry. Now, the scriptures do say, thou shalt not steal. So don't sit up here and be like, oh, well, at least I didn't do it by violence and whatnot and stuff. I'm good. No, the scriptures, the Ten Commandments stuff says, thou shalt not steal. It says, the Lord can provide for you and whatnot, but a lot of people don't lean upon the Lord. They want instant gratification. If the Lord is taking too long and stuff, they're not gonna hold. So it says, have given his bread to the hungry. It says, and have covered the naked with a garment. It said, he that hath not given forth upon usury, interest, neither have taken any increase, that have withdrawn his hand from iniquity, have executed true judgment between man and man. Verse 9. It says, he walked in my statutes and have kept my judgments to deal truly. He is just. Let's look at the word just. It's the word tazadayak. Yeah, tazadayak. And it says, which is the taza, the da, the ya, and the kwa, tazadayak. And it says, just, lawful, righteous, man, right? And it says he walked, Ezekiel 18:9. It says he have walked in my statutes and have kept my judgments to deal truly. He is just. He shall surely live, saith the Lord power. It says, if he begat a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, which a lot of you are. It says, and that doeth the like to any one of these things, and that doeth not any of those duties. It says, but even have eaten upon the mountains and defiled his neighbor's wife, have oppressed the poor and needy. It says, have spoiled by violence, have not restored the pledge, and have lifted up his eyes to the idols, have committed abomination, have given forth upon usury, and have taken increase. Shall he then live? You know what I'm saying? And these are what a lot of people will look at is minor sins, but yet they're still sins. I want to get this. This is Romans 6:23, and that goes for all of us. First and foremost towards myself. So this Romans 6:23, it said, "For the wages of sin is death." So let's get that word wages, and it says rations for a soldier, that is by extinction, his pay. You see, right, right. So how you get payment when you at a job and stuff? You got to work, right? So it says the wages of sin is death. It says, but the gift of the Most High is eternal life through Yahushua Mashiach our Lord. So I'm gonna go back to Ezekiel 18:13, and it says, let's scroll up so you can see verse. So it shows you the way of righteousness, right? And then they show you the way of wickedness. Ezekiel 18:10. Now, just because it says we got a son, it could be a daughter too. You know what I'm saying? You know, because remember, the Lord is about balance. You know what I'm saying, right? He a balanced power, as it says in Proverbs 11 and 1. So you could have a wicked ass daughter, and you can have a wicked ass son, and you can have a wicked ass father, you can have a wicked ass mother, you can have a wicked ass uncle, wicked ass auntie, you can have wicked ass cousins. You see, you know, you have a wicked ass brother, you can have a wicked ass sister, you can have a wicked ass nephew, and you can have a wicked ass niece. So Ezekiel 18 and 10, it says, if he beget a son that is a robber, a shedder of blood, and that doeth the like to any one of these things, it says, and that doeth not any of those duties, but even have eaten upon the mountains and defiled, yeah, and fouled his neighbor's wife. It says, have oppressed the poor and needy, has spoiled by violence, have not restored the pledge, and have lifted up his eyes to the idols, have committed an abomination. And what's abomination? It's the word the iba. It means something disgusting, morally, abhorrence, idolatry. And the reason why it will be idolatry is because it's the way that's outside of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You see, because every so-called God that's out there and stuff, they have a way that they followers or worshipers and stuff supposed to follow. And if you're an Israelite and stuff and you're following the ways of another God and stuff, it's idolatry. So if you saying that you an Israelite and stuff and you at the Islam, you going off. You committing idolatry. And you're gonna make the Lord jealous and stuff. And we already see what happens when men deal with other men's girls and men get jealous and stuff. What do? They come after the dude, right? So what you think the Lord gonna do and stuff if you coming at the, and really how it's supposed to go is that you supposed to check that woman. Like, what the fuck is you doing with him? I thought me and you together. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you see a lot of guys and stuff on these MGTOW movements or these red pills, blue pills, black pills, whatever. Not blue pill, but red pill, black pill, right? Different channels on YouTube. They see their girlfriend or their wife going off and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what we doing. Then guess what? You leave with his ass, but get the fuck out of my house. That's what they be like. And actually, that is the right way of how to go, because how could you get upset at some nigga who didn't know that you was that this was your girl and whatnot? Evidently, she had to play boo boo the fool and stuff to make it seem like that she was single when the whole time she wasn't. You see? That's what you do. You check her. You don't have to hurt her or anything, but you can check her. Be like, look, you can go with him. You want that? You want that? You go with him. I go find me another female. You know what I'm saying? You want that? Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and win it. Be like, no, please, no, fuck that. Go with him. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Go with him. You know? Most guys and stuff, they fight the dude or they ready to shoot the dude and whatnot and stuff because they still want that used box, right? So anyways, it says abominable custom, right? So it says, where was I? It says I don't give a fuck what y'all do, bro. The Lord ain't dealing with you niggas. All right, so this read through it fast, because what was that? Abomination. Let's see. It says 14. It says, now lo, if he begot a son that seeth all his father's sins. Okay, so like it. Yeah. So verse 13 it says, have given forth upon usury and have taken increase, shall he then live? It says, he shall not live. He have done all these abominations, he shall surely die. His blood shall be upon him. Now we see that one of them was his neighbor's wife, you know what I'm saying, right? Which is adultery. But then it was also idolatry. The scriptures don't say anything that if well, I'd say this. When it comes down to adultery, we went to the Romans 6 and 23. But when it comes down to adultery and stuff, it follows up that the sin for that, I mean, the punishment for that is death. And we're adulterous generation. So don't start pointing your fingers. Oh, he did this, he did that. The girl that you dealing with is stuff, you ain't break her hymen. Somebody else got those goods before you. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They live somewhere else and whatnot and stuff. And the thing is that she left, so she going off. You know what I'm saying? As it says in Sirach, the 23rd chapter. You know what I'm saying? You know, she going off. And then when it come down to you, a lot of you niggas know that she had a man before and whatnot, and she broke up with him and stuff. And you know, according to the scriptures, that it ain't supposed to be like that. You know, and you still dipping and dabbing in her. You know what I'm saying? You know, you still got to, you know, you still seeing what that box in that mouth do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and she ain't even your woman. Right? So it says Ezekiel 18 and 14, it says, now lo, if he begat a son that seeth all his father's sins which he have done, and considereth and doeth not such like, that he have not eaten upon the mountains, neither have he lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, have not defiled his neighbor's wife. It says, neither have oppressed, and it goes vice versa for you women and stuff, where it's like you got a man, but you over here sleeping with other dudes. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you ain't doing that, you can't get guilty of it. Verse 16, it says, neither have oppressed any, have not withholden the pledge, neither have spoiled by violence, but have given his bread to the hungry, and have covered the naked with a garment, that have taken off his hand from the poor, that have not received usury nor increase, have executed my judgments, have walked in my statutes, he shall not die. For the iniquity of his father, it says, he shall surely live. Verse 18, it says, as for his father, because he cruelly oppressed, spoiled his brothers by violence, it says, and did that which is not good among his people, lo, even he shall die in his iniquity. You know what I'm saying? His is a personal pronoun, meaning specifically to one individual. Verse 19, it says, yet say ye, why doeth not the son bear the iniquity of the father? When the son have done that which is lawful and right, and have kept all my statutes, and have done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. It says, the son shall not bear the iniquity of the father, neither shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon them. You know what I'm saying? So when upon them, so when it come down to it and stuff, say if you cause your child and stuff to lie for you and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You putting them through the fire. You destroying them spiritually. And if they get to the point where it's like this is what they finna do all the time and stuff as they continue to grow, guess what? They're killing themselves. If you kill yourself spiritually, you know what I'm saying? If you kill yourself spiritually, which you could be your own enemy. You know what I'm saying? Even if say if you got parents out there and stuff, it's like, oh, we're gonna use our child and stuff to make a certain situation more convincing and whatnot. Everybody know that book. Everybody know that. You know, a lot of these little motherfuckers and stuff, I'm gonna tell you right now and stuff, they are not innocent. You know what I'm saying? They are not innocent. You know, nobody innocent. I'll tell you that right now. Nobody innocent. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody innocent and stuff, but you have individuals where it's like as you know, even growing up, you know what I'm saying, when it come down to children and stuff, they'll sit up here, they'll lie through their teeth on your ass and stuff because they look like they innocent and stuff, and the whole time they not. You know, and you gotta watch for those who's in the know. When it come down to anime, it's called the Shield Hero. When it come down, I think her name was Malty. Nah, Malty was the one with the purple hair, her older sister. You know what I'm saying? Who won the crown and whatnot, was manipulating her father and stuff, who was a habitual liar and whatnot. But her mother was on her ass and stuff for her ways. But the thing is that you have kids out here that's like that. You know what I'm saying? You got children out there that's like that and stuff. Oh, I know how to, use my innocence and stuff to get my way and whatnot and stuff. And the way they're using their innocence and stuff is in the wicked way and stuff. Guess what? They destroying themselves if they doing it on their own. But if you have parents out there where it's like, look, we gonna, it's like, look, you gonna say this, you gonna say that, woo to woo. Guess what? You killing them. That's what you're doing because you you telling them to perform a wicked way. You see, you know, and that's gonna be blood on your hands, and the iniquity and stuff is gonna stick onto them. You see, you know, and that's how you know. Uh, Matter of fact, let me go to it. This is Philippians, and you can talk your shit all you want to and stuff, but this is gonna stick. This is Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." You know what I'm saying, right? So if you're teaching your children and stuff that they can, because you can sit up here, because you gotta. I remember talking to some Nigerians in one of my jobs in the past, and it was about, oh, what do it's like, oh, I just, when it come down to Christmas and Halloween and whatnot and stuff, here it is, they changing. But then when it came down to their children and stuff, it's like, oh, I just do that for the kids and whatnot and stuff. Well, guess what? You're gonna get your children destroyed, and that's gonna be your fault. It's gonna be your fault that you got your children destroyed and stuff, because evidently you see that those wicked holidays, that you finally abstaining away from, that you are staying away from and whatnot and stuff, because you see the wickedness behind it, but you still allowing them and stuff to go through it and stuff. Guess what? You spiritually getting them destroyed. So if they spiritually stay in that and stuff, and say, as the scripture says in Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in a way that they should go and they should not depart. If you allow it to wait so long, because just like Esau, what he does and stuff, he try to get them early. He try to get them early. He try to get them early. So you got to be the same way and stuff when it come down to children. So if you sitting up here like, nah, I just do that for the kids and whatnot and stuff, while you over here saving your life, you killing them. You don't even know it, you know, because they can fuck around and get attached to it where they won't leave from it. You know what I'm saying? And if they won't leave from it and stuff, then guess what? You have to you be sitting in the corner thinking to yourself like, damn, you had a part in that. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, you could try to get them to repent, but if they don't, because that's what they attach to, once you give them warning and stuff, if they don't want to receive it and stuff, that's up on them. And matter of fact, let me get this. This is Ezekiel 3:17. It says, "Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel." Now, this is when it come down to the prophets, but who's the first teachers and stuff when it come down to newborn life? The parents. You see? Right? And it says, "Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me." Right? It says, when I say, and then for anybody and stuff who love Christmas, Hanukkah is actually one of the holy days and stuff. And then when it comes down to Hanukkah, you get presents for 8 days. That sounds way better than just getting a couple of presents on one day. Fuck you talking about? Anyways, it says Ezekiel 3:18. It says, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to say to save his life or hers," it says, "the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity," right? Because they're doing it. They're doing the wickedness, right? Right? When they being warned, right? It says, "But his blood will I require at thy hand." Verse 19, it said, "Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul." So yeah, you can be a parent, and it's like, we ain't doing this no more. I know the woo and stuff, but let that Hanukkah come through for 8 days and stuff. Most definitely and stuff. They ain't gonna give a fuck about no Christmas. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna care about no Christmas. You got eggnog and you have cookies and everything and stuff on that same day and stuff. But the thing is that you ain't. I'm pretty sure that a little kid would love presents for 8 days rather just for one. But anyways, um, if 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 the children grow up into it, if the children grow up into it and stuff, and you're not trying to get them to change and stuff where they can comprehend words. Now, if they're an infant and stuff, the one thing that you don't want to be doing is feeding them pork, shrimp, lobster, crab, catfish, calamari, raw meat, bloody meat, medium rare. I don't care what in the varieties of rare and stuff. If it's not well done and stuff, you going off. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, suffer not sin upon thy brother and stuff. Even though it's your child and stuff, the thing is that if you're an Israelite, you're suffering sin upon another Israelite and stuff. It's like, oh, they just a baby, but you know better as a parent. Don't sit up here and have them going off and stuff like, oh, they don't know and stuff. But since you know and stuff, you the first watchman, if you understand. What they say, they be like, oh, I want my child to live a better life than me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause and it's like what you do, you warn them from the bullshit and stuff that's out here and stuff, so they don't have to go through and stuff. So why would you feed them just for, it's just cause they used to it and whatnot. Try to get them convert and stuff. You know, and then and I'm gonna tell you, you can sit up here and be like, look, if you do this and do that. You know, I know it sounds like bribery and stuff, but it's not. If you do this and do that and stuff, guess what? You'll get a gift. And even if you don't get a gift from me, you'll get a gift from the Lord. And the Lord will make that highly visual for themselves. It's going to be turmoil too and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time and stuff, the Lord going to show it. The Lord gonna show it and stuff. It's gonna be like, this is why. And then if they got a decent mind on them, they gonna sit up here and be like, huh. Usually I do this, that, and the third and stuff, and it'd be a hassle to get and stuff. But then I'm able to get this, that, and the third and stuff, and it was easy for me and stuff. And all I had to do was the right thing. What you think they gonna cleave onto? The one that gives protection, the one that gives more benefits. You see, right, right. They gonna see it for themselves. You know, you know. Um, so that's pretty much the point. You know what I'm saying, right? You know, you wanna you don't want your children to get destroyed, you know what I'm saying, but then at the same time and stuff, your children ain't trying to get right and whatnot and stuff, that's not up to you and stuff. It's especially if you made an effort and stuff to try to get them convert, and pretty much when it come down to conversion and stuff, it's like, no, we ain't no offense for certain individuals who's out there and stuff. I ain't trying to be on no stereotype stuff, but when it come down to it and stuff, you see it in Family Guy, American Dad and stuff. When it come down to the Asians and stuff, they try to force their children and stuff when it come down to their ideals, right? Instead of just living their life and whatnot and stuff, right? Now, you still have a certain personality about yourself and whatnot and stuff, but you ain't trying to, oh, I want him to be a football player and stuff, and this motherfucker want to play golf. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that, but it's lucky for the harsh language. But when it come down to it, you know, if you give him this, you give him that and stuff, you can tell him, it's like, look, if you do this, you do that and stuff, you're gonna see it for yourself. He gonna bless you on your own terms and stuff. It ain't gonna even have nothing to do with me and whatnot. He gonna bless you, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. And they gonna see that for themselves and stuff if they have the eyes to see, because the Lord can give the eyesight to anyone. It don't matter what the age is. You know, he can get an eyesight to anyone and stuff. It's gonna be like, you know what? It's gonna be like, you know what? Dad was right, or mama was right. They changed, you know what I'm saying, because shoot, you could be you could be a homeless individual and stuff and yet still receive benefits from the Lord. You can still receive benefits from the Lord. You know, you can still receive it. Shoot, And these times when it come down to Isaiah 4 and 1 and stuff, it's gonna be a lot of women and stuff going to wash up homeless men and stuff just for protection in those days. You know? But matter of fact, uh nah, I just keep it like that and stuff, you know. So when it come down to it and stuff, hey, you know, oh, I just doing it for the kids. I'm just doing it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's look at this. This is Amos, and I hope you perceiving it. This Amos 5, not 18 though. I'm just going there. It's Amos 5 and 20. It says, "Shall no no." This Amos 5 and 21. It says, "I hate and despise your feast days." So you as a parent, you abstain from Valentine's Day, Sweetest Day, Mother's Day, Groundhog Day, uh, 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 what is it? Christmas, Thanksgiving, um, uh, Halloween, Black Friday. Now, don't get me wrong. Scripture says, "Use the world, don't abuse it." They got discounts. You go for them things. But other than that and stuff, when it comes down to Black Friday and stuff, that's when Israelites, you know what I'm saying, you know, that's when Israelites and stuff was sold for cheap. They were sold for cheap. It was a discount for slaves. You know what I'm saying, right? And people love, or even what is it? Birthdays, that too. You know, and uh, birthdays, and then uh, damn, what is it? Is birthdays? I was gonna say something else. Um, Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Straight bullshit. You know what I'm saying, right? Right. So the Lord hates and despises your feast days, and those will be the feast days where you celebrate. You know what I'm saying, right? You bring some type of celebration or honoring and stuff, which comes with celebration more than likely and stuff. You know, uh, 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 Valentine's Day and stuff. You dress all red and stuff. You take your girl out and stuff, and she still don't give you no cutty. You know what I'm saying, right? Meaning no sex. You know what I'm saying, you know, and uh, 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 you really worshiping death because man named Valentino and stuff got destroyed. He got killed and stuff. That's why red is the color. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you celebrate on those days and stuff. You know what I'm saying, right? So the Lord is not, He hates those days because the meanings. The scripture says in Second Ezra, 16th chapter and stuff, that they shall feed you with idols. You know what I'm saying? Even a lot of the symbols. You know what I'm saying? That's on the different logos and whatnot and stuff on all these different brands and stuff go back to some idolatry. You know what I'm saying, right? So and then things that come with it and stuff, right? But it says Amos 5 and 21, it says, I hate, I despise your feast days, and I would not smell in your solemn solemnly. So if you sitting up there, it's like, okay, I'm gonna stay away from this and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But then I'm gonna let my children and stuff continue to do it and stuff because it's delightful for them and they having fun and whatnot. You're killing your children. You putting them through the fire. You know what I'm saying, right? And it says, verse 22, it says, "Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I would not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts." It said, the different things you eat and stuff, right? It says, "Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows." It says, "But let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream." It says, "Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch and Shion." It says, "Your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. Therefore will I cause you to go into the captivity beyond Damascus." Damascus. It says, "Saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai, whose name is the power of hosts." So Yahweh of hosts and stuff. So the thing is that you killing your kids, you killing your children, and it's gonna be your fault. You know what I'm saying? You see how you got a lot of individuals and stuff. You look at them as delinquents and degenerates. You know what I'm saying? They don't really got nothing going for themselves and whatnot and stuff, right? They want to live in the way of folly and stuff, which is foolishness. You know what I'm saying? They all about their belly and whatnot and stuff, and that's what they're about. Shoot, a lot of individuals and stuff nowadays, they fucking monsters. You got little boys and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even hit their teens yet and stuff, and they already carrying around pistols. You know what I'm saying? Not because of the life that they live with and stuff, but they choose to live that way and stuff because it look cool to them. You know what I'm saying? You got, yeah, like, even for like some little girls and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be in no fucking leggings. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be in. Now there's stalkings. You know what I'm saying? There's stalkings and whatnot and stuff. But most of the women and stuff, they like, in order to drink, they be like, oh, she look cute. No, but when it come down to you as an adult and you wear the same outfit and stuff for your daughter that you put on, y'all matching whole time, most of those, you'd be like, oh, she look cute, but for you it's sexy. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a ritual and stuff that's going on and stuff. So now they're growing up into that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And now in order for them to look cute or to look good and whatnot and stuff, they gotta sexualize themselves. And I hate seeing that shit. I hate seeing that stuff and whatnot and stuff. It's a ritual and stuff that you're putting upon your children and stuff. And guess what? They're not trying to leave off from it and stuff because you helping them grow up in it. You see? And it's wicked. It's wicked. You know? you know. And then for leggings, really, when it come down to leggings is supposed to be an undergarment, like undergarment, something that you put underneath. You know what I'm saying? To keep you warm and stuff. It's not supposed to be worn. It's not supposed to be worn outside and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's showing your figure. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to veer off or whatnot, but it's something that I really don't like. But when it comes down to it, it's like this. Now, don't get me wrong. Women be having, woo to woo and whatnot and stuff. But really, they supposed to have a dress on or a sundress. They need to be dressing like the East Indians, wrapping up in that cloth and stuff. You could be going commando and stuff. Just don't go over no vent. Just don't go over no vent. You can be commando if you want to and stuff. But the thing is that you're supposed to have stuff that's covering you up. Well, your man is the only one who sees that. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way for the females and whatnot and stuff. But anyway, it's not to veer off. The thing is that if you train up in if you train your children and stuff in a wicked way and stuff, you're killing them. Don't sit up here and be like, oh, it's no, they giving her out the wrong this and stuff. The first watchman to watch over and stuff will be the parents because that is your offspring. You see? And if you've been influenced a certain type of way and stuff and think that this is good and that's great and stuff and really is bad and terrible, then guess what? You destroying your kids. Not only would you be destroyed, you'll be destroying your kids. You will be the first one to murder your children because you're destroying their mind frame from what's right and stuff and trying to call what's wrong to be right. And that's what it says in Isaiah 5:20. And it says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. So Esau has filthified the mind frames of Israelites and stuff, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to following the ways of your belly. You follow the carnal way and whatnot and stuff, right? That's why, women act the way that they act and stuff, and why men act the way that they act and stuff, like delinquents. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, and dissemblers. And the thing is that the Lord, like, I don't like how you living. This is the way I want you to live. And you got individuals like, well, as a parent, it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna live like this no more, but I'm gonna allow my kids to do it and stuff. You the killer. You the killer then. You the one bringing death onto them and stuff, because you allowing them to stay in that wicked ass shit and stuff that you see that you want to depart from and stuff, because you clearly see that it's evil. Then that means that you putting them to death. You see? So I'm gonna close out with it. Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight." Lord ain't gonna sit up here and trip. They just a little shit. They just little kids. They just little kids and stuff. But you see what it said in that Ezekiel 18. If they doing something wicked, then guess what? They through. They through. They got to take accountability for it. You know what I'm saying, right? So this is going back, because I'm gonna close off with it. This is Leviticus 18. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. I don't mean to damn. I am known for it's like it. I am known to bear with me. Leviticus 18 and 21. I just want to get into other translations. It says, this is in the NLT to the right. It says, "Do not permit any of your children to be offered as a sacrifice to Molech, for you must not bring shame on the name of your power. I am the Lord." So let's get the other one. NIV, it says, "Do not give any of your children to be sacrificed to Molech, for you must not profane the name of your power. I am the Lord." So if it's profaning the name of the Lord and stuff, evidently you're doing something wrong. And I gave you a couple of examples of what that wrong is, right? So this is a BBE, Bible Basic English. "Any of you may not make any of your children to go through the fire as an offering to Molech." It says, "And you may not put shame on the name of your power. I am the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshua." So the thing is that you had Israelites who was actually doing these self-sacrifices when they come. I mean, not self-sacrifices, but doing sacrifices when it came down to their children. You know what I'm saying? It was greatly amongst the Aztecs and stuff, for information I know, right? Which are the so-called Mexicans today, right? And the thing is that and some of the Mayans and whatnot and stuff, and the Mayans going to the tribe of Zebulon and stuff as well. And the thing is that they was going off out doing child sacrifices and whatnot and stuff, and that's what they do in the Bohemian Groves. You know what I'm saying? They sacrifice children. Now, and that's physical and stuff, but spiritually, you know what I'm saying, uh, 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 when it comes down to those feast days and those different actions that they do and whatnot, if it's onto a demon way or something that be contrary to the scriptures, where it's profane, and profane means outside the temple, you know what I'm saying, meaning unholy. If that's the case and stuff, then guess what? You killing them spiritually. You know what I'm saying? If they love to stay in that way and stuff, guess what? They're going to die physically. You see? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Habrakakodash. Double honor to apostles, a great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which you ought to be. Shalom, wa Baba Kwam Yasharala.